Your local business is not making as much money as it could be because of these 5 reasons that I'm about to tell you. Reason 1 is very simple and it's literally just your mindset. I see a lot of business owners that I work with or that I've talked to in the past, and they say a lot of things like ads don't work for me. I've tried posting on Instagram more and it just doesn't work. These things like do not help you in any sort of way, and you need to break free of these like thoughts because they do not serve you in any sort of way. And if you can actually think, how can I make these channels, how can I make these things work for me? Because you're not special in any sort of way. I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. If you say that, oh, Facebook ads don't work for me, rather you should say, okay, my Facebook ads aren't working. Why? What am I doing wrong? And how can I go to improve this? Same thing for like outreach. My outreach isn't working. Outreach doesn't work for me. Cold calling doesn't work for me. All these sort of things, you can say that, great, you have got yourself a new excuse as to why you're not growing. Or you can say, okay, my outreach isn't working, my email marketing isn't working. Why is that happening? What can I do to change it? And what differences do I need to do in order to make it work? For example, for Facebook ads, okay, my creatives suck. Instead of saying Facebook ads don't work for me, say, okay, I'm looking at my creatives here. They're not really targeting the right people. And if you're a local business, you need to be targeting very, very well. You need to be having good offers. Okay, look, here my offer isn't very good and my creatives suck. So I need to be having better offers and better creatives so that I can get more out of my Facebook ads. It's not Facebook hates me, it's I'm not doing it well enough. Reason 2 is pretty similar to that kind of Facebook ads, that content kind of strategy, is you have no strategy. You post random things that have no correlation behind it, and it has no correlation to actually driving traffic and getting customers. Whether it's the content you're posting has nothing to do with the service or product you're providing, and it's literally just some comedy ad that literally does nothing. Like I see a lot of people posting and just following trends that do nothing towards getting traffic and getting people to come into their business and actually buy stuff. Sure, it gets likes, but the people who are liking your stuff and the people who are buying it aren't the same people. Like maybe the people who are buying it are liking, but if you're just driving for impressions and driving for likes, you are going to get less people who actually go ahead and buy your product. So you need to think about what your marketing is doing and actually have an idea behind it. And you need to realize that every single post you make has to have kind of a thought behind it. And not like crazy thinking about everything, writing down an essay about how this post is going to drive this amount of traffic and get this amount of revenue, but just having some kind of understanding behind what you're doing and what you're posting is going to make it so much better, and you will just get more out of it just by knowing what you're doing and having a purpose behind it. For example, going back to Facebook ads, if you're running Facebook ads with no kind of good offer, you're just kind of posting random shit. You just uploading random stuff to the ads library and hoping that somebody just says, that's good for me, I'm going to buy it. And also your creatives look like they were done maybe by a 12-year-old because you literally just snapped a few things together, maybe even just asked ChatGPT to do it for you and didn't prompt it right, and you have like no real thought behind it, and you have no idea who your kind of audience is. So you are posting these things to just the wrong audience, people who are just looking to get humor and laughs if it's like Instagram post, and then people who are just scrolling through and you're not catching their eye by any of your ads because they probably suck and you have bad offers. Like compared to somebody who knows exactly what they're doing and they can go ahead and they can run a marketing campaign, like run Facebook ads, and they can predictably know exactly what is like going to happen. Like not exactly, but they know if they do this offer with this creative, with this copy, it will get these results, usually, rather than I'm doing this with this and I have no idea if it's going to work. Just want to run ads. Saw other people do it and I'm going to do it and it'll work. That's not the right thing to do. Point 3 is having like manual and slow operations, like slow systems. Like for example, if your follow-up is slow, you will convert less people because they click on an ad and then the next day they get a call from you saying, hey, do you want to buy my thing? And they have no idea what you're talking about. That will happen to you so many times when you run ads. The way to minimize that is actually follow up with the leads quickly, like within 5 minutes. If you're not replying within 5 minutes, even less, you will see a dramatic decrease in your close rate just because you're not replying quick enough. I guarantee you right now, let's say you're replying within a 2-hour window, try a 5-minute window, and you will convert way more people. And even on the side of follow-ups, it doesn't all have to be manual. Like there's so many things nowadays that you can automate. For example, follow up with the customer when they click on an ad and fill out a lead form. You can do your email marketing all automated and have your reminders all automated rather than sending text messages automatically when it's an hour before their appointment. All these things can be done automatically and can save you so much more time, so you can focus on the things in your business, in your local business, that is actually going to move the needle, rather than doing a bunch of things that look cool on paper and they're like, oh yeah, I work hard, but you get nothing out of it, and then you complain why. It's because you're doing the wrong things. And if you shift and actually start doing the right things, like automating these processes and working more on the sales and the marketing side, you will see your business grow. Now, it's not a guarantee. Obviously, you have to know the right things to do, and you're not going to probably get that from this video. For example, for me, the biggest things that have leverage is doing outreach and posting content, writing copy, landing pages, rather than writing SOPs for 6 hours a day or writing out like processes that do nothing, just so I can feel like I'm working hard, but really doesn't really do anything for the business. Knowing what you specifically can do that has the highest leverage possible, so when you do that thing, you can get the most out of it. And point 4 is the owner just doing everything. In a lot of local businesses, they're really connected to their business and they don't want to delegate anything because it's like their precious thing, like their outreach is so precious to them. They don't think anybody can do it as good as them. Even if somebody can't do it as good as you, you can have 5 people do it, and just because you have 5 people, they will do it better than you. Most likely, as long as you train them correctly, you'll get better results from that. And they just have kind of a fear of like delegation and investment because maybe they've been burnt in the past by some marketing agency who's promising a 3000x ROI in the first 2 hours of running their marketing campaign, and then it doesn't happen, and then it doesn't work, and now for the rest of their career, they're just never going to do it again. They're never going to try any sort of investments just because one time they got burnt. If you're in this stage, you need to realize that delegating things and investing, yeah, it can be risky, but the upside is so much higher than the potential risk of hiring a marketing agency or hiring a sales team to do your sales, or hiring somebody to do your outreach. And point 6 is a really big thing, and you need to understand this, and it's competing on price rather than building like an actual like value, I guess, offer or value structure that actually allows you to close more people at higher prices, rather than just saying, oh, I'm not closing people, my competitor is more expensive than me, therefore I'm going to cut down on prices, I'm going to undercut them, and hopefully it'll work out great. And then you realize, oh, now I have way too many clients and I am still barely making any money because I have no profit margins. That's something that a lot of people do, especially in local businesses, because they see all of their competitors lined up in a row and they say, okay, this person is priced at 1,000. I want more clients. I'm going to price myself at 400 and hopefully I get more clients. Yeah, you probably will get more clients, but they will be lower quality clients and you will have less profit margins and all the bad stuff that comes with low prices. And it's probably just because you don't know how to make your product more appealing, or maybe your product just sucks. If you can't get someone to buy a product at like a high ticket price, it's maybe just because the product sucks, or B, maybe you're just not meant to be charging high ticket. For example, imagine if Macca's tomorrow just started selling their Big Macs at $100. Nobody's going to buy that. Compared to a service which is priced at 1,000, but the value is really 500. Like if the value's here and the price is up here, nobody's going to buy that. You want to flip that. So the value is up here and the price is 1,000, but its value is so much higher, building that discrepancy so that people actually see the value in it and actually buy. So as a quick summary, I'll go over these quick points. So your mindset is holding you back. So thinking that things are, happening, everything's happening to you, Facebook ads suck, and not actually taking that initiative to go ahead and improve on it. Just hoping your marketing works, not actually having a real strategy for it. Having manual and slow operations, no systems in place, no landing pages, no lead magnets, no automated, not using AI maybe. And then if you're the owner and you're watching this video of a local business and you're doing absolutely everything, marketing, sales, fulfillment, getting reviews, you're the receptionist as well. How do you think you're going to grow if the bottleneck to the growth is literally just you? And then going on to kind of the next point, which is kind of connected, it's that fear of delegation, like that fear of investment, which can very much get you out of point 4 by just delegating a few things to other people. So you're not doing everything, so you can get out of that 15 to 30K per month range. And then the last one was just competing on price. So rather than competing on price and saying, hey, my competitors at 1,000, I'm going to go at 200 just because, hey, I want more clients and I hate profits. You can actually learn how to build value and just have a better service or product that people see as high value. You'll just get more people to buy if the value is much higher than the price. That doesn't mean lowering the price, it just means increasing the amount of value. So if you are a local business owner and you're doing like between 15 and 30K per month and you want to get out of that range and you want to go up towards 50, 100K per month, you can hit the link in the description. I have a growth agency who works with you to implement all the systems to get over all of these points. And if you're not ready to book that call to build out that game plan to see exactly what you need to do, then you can go ahead and watch some of my other videos and hopefully learn a lot more. Thanks. See ya.